Guys, and welcome. The Delhi Premier League 2022-2023 continues marching on. It is match number 11 at the Dr. Ambedkar Stadium ground here in Delhi between Vatica FC and the Indian Air Force. Vatica in black, the Indian Air Force in green. Promising day of football here at the DPL, the Delhi Premier League. And we are here to bring it all for you guys. So the starting 11 for Vatica FC. Jagdish Tokas, the goalkeeper, Nitesh Chikara, Sahil Kumar, Pawan Kumar Joshi, Dahir Bala Al Hassan, the captain from Nigeria, Nikhil Gahlot, Kushan Chauhan, Bijoy Gosai, Onyama Francis Okechukwu from Nigeria, the striker, Nitesh Sharma, and Rishabh Giri. The substitutes, Nishan Gusai, Mukul Singh Shwan, Udayan Vundru, Akhilesh Devrani, Rajnesh Rana, Garan Rati, Amit Bish, Gaurav Rawat, Disha Negi, the head coach Kulbushan Manderwal. And for Indian Air Force, in goal, Shibin Raj Kuniyil, number 42, and the captain, Jijo Jaron, Mohammed Danish, Arshpreet Singh, Bishwadij Halda, Prabjot Singh, Mohammed Akib, Manimaran R, Ziko Zorem Sangha, Saurav Sadukan, and Amal Das. And on the bench for the Forces side today, well, interesting choices there made by Priya Darshan, the head coach, Kamaldeep Singh, Rari S. Raj, Mandeep Singh, Rentle Larinunga, Vivek the keeper, Naurem Somananda, and Saurav Moal. So we're all set for game number 11 of the DPL, the Delhi Premier League. My name, of course, is Joel Williams, and I'm going to be your commentator for today's encounter. So, guys, very, very, very warm welcome to all of you coming here today. Like I said, promises to be a rather interesting affair between both of these sides. So, folks, welcome to game number 11 of the Delhi Premier League 2022. Both captains there, Dala Al Hassan and Shibin Kunil. The match officials, referee Aditya Purkayashta, assistant referee Bosco Kas, Anshul Dixit, the fourth official Lakshay, and the match commissioner Julius Joseph. So, folks, predictions, please, for this match. This is going to be relatively interesting now, guys. Well, let's see what happens here, guys. Let's see what happens here, folks. Like I said, promises to be a rather interesting affair between two very, very good sides. So, Vatica FC against the Indian Air Force. This match, of course, is brought to you live and exclusive here from Sportscast India. And we're just waiting for the game to start, really. And, well, Vatica had a decent game against Delhi, even though they lost that match. Still, they performed really admirably. The match was not a classic game by any means, but still, nevertheless, was a pretty good game. So Vatica are in black, and Indian Air Force are in green. Just a reminder of the team lineups for both of these sides. For Vatica FC, Jagdish Tokasa, goalkeeper, Chakara, Sahil, Joshi, Balal Hassan, the captain from Nigeria, Galot, Kushant, Bijoy, Francis, Nick, and Chinu. And for the Indian Air Force, Shibin Raj Gunail makes a comeback. Chijo, number 3. Danish for Arshpreet Singh, 5. Halda, Bishwadij Halda, number 7. Prabjot Singh, number 8. Akib, number 12. 13, Mani. 14, Zico. 15, Saurav. And Amal, number 25. So we're all set. This match is about to start with the Indian Air Force number 14, Zico, to begin this crucial encounter. Let me just remind you as to the actual standings so far. Sideva have 6 points and they're top. They have a 4+ goal difference. Indian Air Force have also played 2 games. They also have 6 points with a +2 goal difference. Garhwal have played twice, drawn 1 and won 1. They have 4 points. Uttarakhand have played once. They are in 4th position. They have 3 points. Royal Rangers have played twice. They're in 5th with 3 points plus a 5 goal difference. Delhi in 6th. Delhi FC played 1-1 by 1-0 last Monday against Vatica. Vatica are 7th, 2 games, 1 win and 1 loss, 3 points. Rangers are 8th with 1 point, and Hindustan are 9th with 0. Friends United 10th with 0, and Tarun Sangha last with 0 points and a -9 goal difference. So that is how the standings stand as of today, early morning. Of course, that would change after the results of both of today's games. Remember, the other game that we're going to be showing you folks after this one, it's also a very tantalizingly poised affair between Delhi FC and Uttarakhand FC. Both of the teams won their first game and have been waiting for a few days to play their second game, so it's going to be a fascinating day of Delhi Premier League football, of Delhi football, and we're brought to you live, of course, from Sportscast India, the home of the Delhi Premier League and the home in itself of Delhi football. Indian Air Force in possession. This early start to this game at 1:30, of course, just after lunch. What did you guys have for lunch? I had some butter chicken and rice and some dal. So that was my lunch today, nice and healthy. Getting ready for a long day ahead, of course, back-to-back games today. This match between Vatica and Indian Air Force, and then Delhi FC against Uttarakhand. And then, well, a coaching class at 6:30, so I have to scramble my way all the way to the class after both of these games. Nevertheless, guys, enjoyable to say the least. Football is part and parcel of my life. It's what I do, it's what I love. And that's why, perhaps, we enjoy doing the commentaries so much. Also get to scout for new players, recommend new players. All well and good. Number 6 there, Balal Hassan. Ball is with Vatica. That's number 3 there. That was Sahil. Ball gets played in field. Oh, that's a tackle and a half, that is. First warning there, that's number 25. That's Amal, the tackle and a half that was. Tried to get the player, didn't get the player obviously. That was a pretty tasty challenge to start us off in this match. So, free kick for Vatica. Ball gets played in. Eventually cleared away there by Indian Air Force. And the ball is back with the men in green today, green and white. They usually are playing in all blue, but today they are playing in green and white. Ball is in number 7 there, Bishwadit Halder. That's a nice ball to Prabjot Singh. He's onside. Prabjot Singh! Just wide. Oh my word, what a start that would have been for the Indian Air Force to open the scoring early on in this first half. They haven't really scored an early goal yet this season, have they? They usually leave it till the mid-20s, mid-30s. But that was a glorious opportunity there for Prabjot Singh to open the scoring early on in this match. Just 3.5 minutes gone. Wow. What a start that would have been. So Vatica carved open early on. Great chance for Prabjot Singh. We hope he doesn't look back and rue that mistake, because that was a glorious opportunity for Prabjot Singh, the sniper from the Indian Air Force. And I do say sniper in footballing terms, of course. He is a deadly striker. Has already scored 3 goals, I believe, in 2 games. So he is in prime form here, Prabjot Singh. He scored once, sorry, against Hindustan, and scored twice against Friends United. So 3 goals in 2 games make him as deadly as anyone can be in front of goal. So that was a big miss, considering the high standards that Prabjot Singh sets himself. Free kick there by number 10, Galot. Nikhil Galot, one of the bright sparks of this Vatica side. Gijo Jerome will take this free kick for the Indian Air Force. Gijo Jerome, of course, sub in both of the first few games, starting in this match. Leaves it to Danish though. Gijo Jerome opens up wide, offering Danish a route down the flank to play it to Gijo Jerome. Doesn't take it, ball gets played into the box. Safely into the feet and hands of Jagdish Tokas, of course, and BalleBaazi, our official partner for this Delhi Premier League for Sportscast India. Use the code SC100. Start predicting now, guys. You can win up to 10,000 rupees daily. Do remember, folks, to predict and play responsibly. Ball is with Vatica. That's Bala Al Hassan. You can see the quality Bala has and possesses. He's making a good name for himself in the Indian footballing circuit. Played for one of the teams also in Kerala Premier League. I can't remember which team it was, but he's shifting his time between Delhi and Kerala, combining that with his I-League experience. He is a very, very sought-out midfielder in the middle of the park. He's got plenty of experience in India already. 3, 4, 5 years already here, Bala Al Hassan, playing professional football. Just a reminder, he did play for Punjab FC when they were playing under the tutelage of Ranjit Bajaj in the I-League. I remember that correctly. So he does have I-League experience also. Ball is with Vatica. That's Bala. Tries to thread the ball to his counterpart, his Nigerian counterpart Francis. Couldn't get that done. Seven and a half minutes gone. That early chance for Prabjot Singh really is the only opportunity that either of these two sides have had so far. Chance now though for Vatica. Ball gets played to Francis, turns. Francis still in the box. Chance for Francis. It's turned behind for a corner kick. So ball is with number 69, Chinu, for Vatica, who will take this set piece, this corner kick. Played in. Ooh! Shipping Raj Kunil got under that one. And it looks like it's going to be a second corner in succession here for Vatica. This time will be taken by Bala Al Hassan. That was a dangerous in-swinger there by Chinu. Bala Al Hassan now will take this this corner kick. Corner taken in. No! Whoa, whoa, whoa! That was another glorious chance. It's going to be yet another corner kick for Vatica. That's a third corner in succession. Well, that was an opportunity, that was. Corner taken in again. This time punched away by Shivan Kunil. And it goes away for a throw-in for Vatica, but well, 3 quick corners for the men in black, and they look like they mean business here today. Ball is with Vatica. Free kick there on Nikil Garlot. Nikil Garlot, certainly a player that I've watched over the past 2 games, and this one included, and has always thoroughly impressed me so far. So Chinu and Bala Al Hassan over the ball. Chinu goes to the flank. So wide space there for Chinu if Bala wants to find him. Was he going to find the cross himself? Bala with the ball inside. That's easy enough there for Shivan to capture the ball and plays it long forward, looking for Prabjot Singh. Can't find him. Francis with a header. Ball is still with Francis, and it goes away behind for a goal kick this time for Indian Air Force, who've managed to withheld that and control and contain that early barrage there by Vatica in the last 5 minutes of the game. Ball is with Arshpreet Singh, another player with plenty of I-League experience, playing for Minerva and for Real Kashmir. Vatica now have possession again. Ball is with Vatica. Nice cover there by Arshpreet Singh. Interesting game, this one. Both of these teams are playing some decent football so far this campaign. So free kick here for Vatica. Kick taken in, safely into the hands of Shiben Kunio. Vatica now recycling possession, back with the goalkeeper. That's a long ball there by Arshprit. Finding Zico. Back to Bishop, held it back to Arshprit once again. Ball finding now Saurav. Back with number 25, Amal. Long ball by Amal, looking for the run of Gijo Jarone. It's not going to get there in the end. But Indian Air Force throughout these first two games haven't been playing extremely well. They've been struggling at times to outplay their opponents. For example, against Friends United, they were trailing by 2-1 and they turned the game around. Against Hindustan, they managed to survive in the end, but Hindustan were pressing in the dying embers of that match. So Indian Air Force are not that, how shall I say, they win games without necessarily playing good football. At the end of the day, football is a football-orientated, is a results-orientated business. So you just want to win games, doesn't matter how you win them. But the manner of which they're winning, ball gets played in there by Vatica to the back post. Ball's gone behind though. The manner of which they're winning is not very convincing, to say the least. It's not very convincing. It's not very promising. They're winning games, but not playing superb football, and that shows a lot of the character about Indian Air Force that they have. No, they don't necessarily have to play well to win. They're just one of those teams that will grind out results, and that comes with the experience that they've had throughout the years playing in the Delhi Senior Division, the experience some of these players have had playing in other leagues around India, like Kerala Premier League and the I-League and so forth. So that experience is helping them and has shaped them to become a pretty solid and consistent side. So that is something that is going to benefit them in the long run in this DPL, Delhi Premier League, as we reach the latter stages of the competition. That's a long ball there, looking for Prabjot Singh. Gets the best of the defender there, Prabjot Singh. What's the referee given there? It's given a corner kick, I believe. So, corner kick here for Indian Air Force, I believe. One of the players for Vatica is being looked at by one of the physios. Of course, a physiotherapy team sponsored by IOSM. They're the ones taking care of all the physiotherapy needs during this Delhi Premier League. AOSM, sorry guys, my mistake. AOSM, the physiotherapy partner for this Delhi Premier League, and Vector X, of course, the ball partner for this Delhi Premier League. Corner to come in for the Indian Air Force. Ball gets played in, touches the crossbar, and it goes out in the end. So there's another stop of play there as a physio comes on this time for Prabjot Singh. Ball now is with Arshpreet. Long ball forward. That's Gijo Jerome there with the ball. Passes it to Saurav. Nice. A little bit of skill there, sorry, by Mani. Been pressured there by Chinu, but Mani plays the ball to Zico. Zico back to Mani, loses possession. Now Francis on the attack now for Vatica. He should have played the ball in through. Sometimes strikers though see an open goal and their eyes turn into gold, don't they? Should have really played the ball through. There's an injury here. That player is not getting up. I think it is number 11 there, Kushant. We'll have to wait for a second or so. So it's going to be a throw in here for Vatica. Plays it short to Balle. Back to Vatica there. Cross coming in safely into the hands of Shimiraj Guniil. Plays the ball to Gijo Jerome. Long ball forward. Cleared away by one of the Vatica defenders. Prabjot Singh is under the ball. Doesn't get it. And it's back again with number 3 there, Sahil. Plays the ball all the way back to the goalkeeper, Jagdish Tokas. That's number 2 there, Chikara. Plays the ball to his centre-back partner, Sahil. Sahil. Look at the possession there for Vatica, 62%, 38 for Indian Air Force. Vatica controlling the lion's share of possession there. The referee blows for a free kick by Nicol Garnot. He was trying to allow play to go on, couldn't do it because there was no advantage whatsoever. But the percentage-wise there, it's pretty significant, isn't it? 62% for Vatica, 38% for Indian Air Force. Going to show to you that as things stand in the first 25 minutes, there really only is one team trying to play the ball on the ground, and that is Vatica, keeping the ball, possession-based football. Indian Air Force looking for the more direct approach. No approach is wrong or right. Each team plays to their strengths, of course, and Indian Air Force have that in their arsenal. They can be more direct. Vatica, meanwhile, are trying to play a nice brand of football. Yielded results in the first game, didn't yield results in the second. So, putting everything into perspective, Indian Air Force, 6 points from 6 possible. Vatica 3 from 6. End of the day, which style of play is more successful? Stats don't lie. That's a decent ball there. He can get there, and yes, he can. As Akib cuts inside. Akib with a chance. Akib with a cross. Safely into the hands of Jagdish Tokas. So the ball is once again there with Indian Air Force. Throw in for the Forces side. That's a long shot from distance. Goes wide in the end. So throw in for goal kick, sorry, for Vatica. That's Balle. Ball now with Gijo Jerome. It's a shot coming in, safe into the hands of Jagdish Tokas. So Situ has come on for Bijoy. 21 coming on for Bijoy. That's an early sub there due to an injury. "30 minutes have gone in this match. Safely into the hands of the goalkeeper. So, goal kick. As both teams are having a little bit of a water break, so shall we, guys. So, drinks break is over. Game is about to continue proceedings here. 32 minutes, and except for that early chance there for Prabjot Singh, there really hasn't been much happening in this game. It's been a pretty quiet affair, to be fair. Ball is with the Indian Air Force. Long ball looking for the willing run of Gijo Jarone. Intercepted though by Chikara, number 2. That's Mani there with the ball, plays it outfield to Akib. Akib infield to Danish. Long ball there by Danish looking for Gijo Jarone, who's always on the prowl down the wing. Decent wing back Gijo Jarone. Ball gets played in. That's Zico. Loses possession though. Ball is back with Arshpreet Singh. Trying to find Prabjot. Now he has the ball. Cleared away though by number 3, Sahil. Solid defender, Sahil. Once again, Vatica in possession. Overlapping run, he's not going to get there, is he? And that goes behind for a goal kick. So folks, 35 minutes have elapsed in this encounter in the DPL 2022. Still no goals. It looks like it's going to be one of those tight games where one goal will be the difference between both of these sides. It certainly looks like that from here where we are sitting down. It's a very tight affair. It's one of those games, isn't it, where a single goal could be the difference between two very decent sides. That's number 69 there, Chinu. Chinu with a long ball to the wing. It's a decent one also. A lot of possession in the middle of the park for Vatica. Perhaps that's why the possession stats are so high in their favor, but in the end, that's a good ball. Chino with the ball, and that's going to be going out for a corner kick. It's going to be a handball though. Referee saw a hand there somewhere. And that's going to be a good free kick for him. A decent position for Vatica. Ball gets played in, punched away by Shivan Kunil. That's Scarlett there with the ball. Gets played in again, and Shivan Kunil this time makes no mistake. Gathers the ball and punts it forward, looking for the run of Zico. Gets there, using his body well to shield the ball. Now the ball is a Gijo Jerome. In a very unfamiliar position for him there as a fullback. Usually ventures forward a lot more. That's the ball now with Arshpreet Singh. 38 minutes have gone. Ball is with Zico. It's a nice ball there, looking for Saurav. Cross coming in. Oh, on the back post. There's a second line of attack there. I think that was Danish, number 4 if I'm not mistaken, or Bishu Dehalda, one of the two. That was a good ball there by Saurav. Very good ball there by Zico to play the ball down the flank. Saurav with a tasty delivery into the box, and in the end, another clear-cut chance for Indian Air Force goes a-begging as Jagdish Tokas resumes the game. Vatica always trying to build up from the back. That is perhaps their modus operandi, but this time it doesn't really work. Long ball goes forward there. Oh, Prabjot Singh in the box, chance! Oh, that was another opportunity. Cleared away by Vatica. Living on the edge here, surviving by the skin of the teeth. And of course, BalleBaazi.com is our official partner for this DPL 2022. Use the code SC100 to get a 100 rupee sign-up bonus. Do play and predict responsibly, guys. So back to the game, 39 minutes and 40 minutes already elapsed in this encounter. Chance and chance after chance for Indian Air Force. Have had two very clear chances, a third half chance there. Vatica have rarely tested Shibin Kuniyil in the Indian Air Force goal, the captain and goalkeeper for today's game. Of course, he replaced Bazu for today's match. So it's all good here for Shibin Kuniyil so far. Borders with Indian Air Force, some nice footwork there, some nice nimble work by the Forces side. So 42 minutes here. And still 0-0. It's going to be a free kick now for the Indian Air Force here. In a dangerous position for the men in green and white. Ball gets played into the back post. Looking for the long-haired Arshpreet Singh. Can't get there in the end, and it goes out for a goal kick. So as we enter the dying embers of this first half, we've already had a change for Vatica. Bijoy, number 18, subbed off for Situ after he suffered an injury after 21-22 minutes. Situ hasn't done bad since he's come on, to be very fair with him. But Vatica have not tested Shibin Kuniyil so far in this game. Indian Air Force have not tested Jagdish Tokas either, has to be told also. They've had the better chances, two good chances, which were spurned wide, one by Prabjot Singh early on in the game. After 3 minutes, he was one-on-one with the keeper, and he just spurned it wide. But apart from that, it's been a relatively dull game, as most of the match has been played in the middle of the park. And the occasional attack down the flank by Indian Air Force with Akibo, with Gijo Jerome. As is with this one here, he's not going to get there. Good defending in the end. I think that was by number 4, Joshi there, or number 3, Sahil. I think it was Sahil, the centre-back. That was solid defending there by Vatica, by Sahil. Just let the ball go through harmlessly, and Jagdish Tokas with possession of the ball once again. So the ball has gone out, and we're entering the last 2 minutes of added on time. So that ball gets played forward. That's Chinu there with the ball. Nice recovery there by number 23, sorry there, Nick. Gijo Jerome back. Now it's Danish in the middle of the field there, Danish. See, a lot of the ball is being played there. If we had a heat map, you could see where all the possession and all the passing has been done has been mostly in the middle of the park, which is not going to get you anywhere at the end of the day. This is like a chess game today, guys. It really is. It really does remind you of a patient chess game, where both teams are still trying to figure each other out after 47 minutes nearly, still trying to carve openings up, and you know, they still haven't tumbled down the queen or the king. And that's the problem here. A lot of possession in the middle and very few chances in the final three quarter. This could be one of those good chances here, though. That's a foul on Saudav, committed by one of the Vatica players. So this could be one of those opportunities that Indian Air Force have. It's going to be Danish, it looks like. Although number 13, Mani, is also on the ball. So is Bishwadit Halder. There's a big communion of players there. Prabjot Singh is there, but I'm sure he's not going to be the one taking it. So it's a big communion of players there. So free kick, the last kick of the game of this first half probably for Indian Air Force. So referee is just waiting for one of the Vatica players to go back into position. He was tying his shoelaces. Great opportunity for Indian Air Force. Prabjot Singh, safe into the hands of the keeper. Zico with a chance, goes over in the end. So that is the end of the first half, guys. A rather interesting affair between these two sides. Very tight sides, very even Stevens. We are going to, as the camera pans out, we are going to just wait for a couple of minutes here for the stats to be produced by our stats man and our statistician and producer Jay. So beautiful building in the background there. I'm being a bit sarcastic there, folks. So we're just waiting for the stats to come our way so we can analyze this game a little bit better for you folks. Amy Minute now. Our good friend Jay, the statistician and producer, fantastic lad, will be the one pointing and putting those stats up on the screen for all of us to look at. And here we are. Well, the possession has evened out a little bit there, 52-48. 6 shots by the Forces side, 2 on target, 2 by Vatica, 1 on target. 6 corners, 3 apiece, 10 fouls, 5 apiece, no yellows, no reds. It's been a relatively clean game. Guys, be back with you folks in 12 minutes time for the start of this second half between Vatica FC and Indian Air Force. So folks, we are back here again for the start of the second half between Indian Air Force in green and white, Vatica FC in black. So this is the second half of game number 11, game number 7 for me of this Delhi Premier League. So very warm welcome to all of you guys for joining us here in this match. Of course, brought to you live by Sportscast India. So Vatica kick us off in this second half. Just a reminder, the team for Vatica: Jagdish Tokas, Chikara, Sahil, Joshi, Bala, Galot, Kushant, Sidhu, Francis, Nick and Chinu. And for the forces side, Shibin Raj Kuniyil, Jija Jerome, Danish, Arshpreet Singh, Vishwajit Halda, Prabjot Singh, Akib, Mani, Ziko, Saurav and Amal. So, all set for this second half between Vatica and Indian Air Force. A very tight first half, played mostly in the middle of the park by both of these sides. Hopefully the second half could be a little bit better with regards to what we saw in that first half. A lot of passes, a lot of tactical battles in the middle, but nothing really happening, was it? So it's going to be a throw in there for Vatica. Throw in early on for the men in black. As we continue pummeling across this Delhi Premier League already, match number 11 began last week. And of course, we just want to bring some good news that we've just heard. Apart from that yellow card to Francis, there is some good news, and that is that all the videos of the prior games in this the Delhi Premier League have been made public. They were made private before because of some issues that we were facing, but all of that has been resolved now, and the Delhi Premier League videos of the past week have all been made public for you guys to enjoy, for you guys to watch again, for you guys to comment on. So fantastic news on a Friday afternoon, the kind of news that we want to be bringing you constantly, only good news. So guys, all the games are now being made public, they're being live on our Sportscast channel. So feel free to give them a watch, give them a like, take away the goals that you like, comment on them, make them public, guys, because at the end of the day, Delhi football, we want to promote Delhi football. It's part and parcel of what we do. And when I was doing some games, I was looking at some comments by some people who were complaining to us, Sportscast India, that we were not making the videos public, we were deleting them, and so forth, and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Guys, it was out of our control. There was nothing that we could do about it. We always make all of our videos public for the viewers to watch and to take that feeling back in. But there were just some issues that needed ironing out. And the good news is that those issues have been all ironed out. And all the videos now from the 10 previous games, and this one included, have all been made public for you guys to enjoy. Some cracking goals in those games. So make sure you rewatch them if you have to, comment on them, like, subscribe to our channel. It's always a pleasure bringing you the best football possible from the different states that we cover as that ball gets played in by Prabjot Singh. And to be very honest with you, that was one of the things that was really dragging me down because I was reading a lot of negativity, and I'm a kind of person that doesn't take negativity uh, very well, to be honest. We always try to be positive, always try to stream as many games as possible, show you as many games as possible. So now that that's done, please enjoy, guys. Ball is in the box there for Indian Air Force. Keeper gets it. A foot away is saying anyone can become physio, just get one spray bottle of... It's not like that, my friend. Not everyone can be a physio. You have to know what muscles you're dealing with. You have to know the kind of injury you're dealing with. You have to know. So you're telling me that ball gets played in. So you're telling me, my friend, all the way from wherever you are, that those physios that attended Christian Eriksen in that game last year between Finland and Denmark when he was having a cardiac arrest, those physios, it could have been anyone, right? So that is such a wrong statement to have, guys. It's a specialized job, and of course the physios that we have here in the Delhi Premier League are all, well, in partnership with AOSM, top physios brought to you by the Delhi Premier League. So no, not everyone can become a physio, guys. It's one of those jobs that requires a lot of attention, a lot of detail, a lot of hard work. You have to keep your players fit. It's not just what you see on the field, it's also the work that you do with the players out of the field, the rehabilitation processes and taking care of the injuries, nurturing the injuries. So it's not at all a simple job. Believe me, it isn't. I'm not a physio, but I've worked closely with different physios along my footballing coaching career, and I can tell you they have a lot of work, and it's extremely hard work to take care of the players' well-being. So kudos to all the physios and show in the Delhi Premier League, and of course to the partnership from the DPL with AOSM. Ball gets played in, corner kick, but Abjot Singh is miraculously feeling better now. That ball is cleared away by Vatica FC. The ball is back again with the Indian Air Force as they play the ball into the field. Ball is in the box, it's an offside. And the ball will return once again to Vatica and the safe hands and feet of Jagdish Tokas. So happy that all of our games are now back up and running. It's so important to have these games shown to the public so that you guys can see it with us, of course. Ball is with Vatica. "54 minutes. It's going to be a free kick." No, it isn't. The referee says play on. That's a free kick this time, though. Referee says, wait a second. That is a free kick on Zico, number 14. So ball is now with Indian Air Force. Long ball forward. Prabjot Singh trying to get there. Can't. Forces now with the ball. That's a decent ball in and safely into the hands of Jagdish Dorcas. Paula Oliviero. Love the commentator's voice. Well, thank you very much for those kind words. And just as we were talking and discussing a few things, it started to pour here in Delhi once again. It's raining, it's falling, the old man is snoring. That's one of those tunes you sing when it was raining when you were a kid back home in Gibraltar. That's where I'm from, guys, a tiny little place on the other side of the world, Gibraltar, so I'm a Gibraltarian. Been here in India for the past 6 years, though. Oh man, what a journey it's been here in India with you guys. Started doing some commentary work around maybe 3.5 years ago, working for the I-League, Kerala Premier League, of course, Delhi Premier League, Bangalore Super Division, some Santos Trophy games for the qualifiers, Nagaland football. It's just been a fantastic journey with you guys and with Sportscast India in particular, a cracking bunch of people that have football and sports as a passion, and that passion is unrivaled in my honest opinion. They do things the proper way, guys. They really do. So, you know, when you guys were criticizing Sportscast India because they were not showing the videos from before, I was a bit like, that's not the case, guys. We just couldn't mention the reasons why at the moment. But hey, look, everything's sorted out. And we're back once again. Paolo Oliviero, once again, is very pleasant and relaxing. Thank you very much for that kind message there, Paolo. If I may be so bold, where are you from? A name like that doesn't look like an Indian name to me. And BalleBaazi.com, of course. Predict and win around 10,000 rupees on a daily basis. Sign up with a code SC100 and win 100 rupees sign-up bonus. Do remember to play and gamble responsibly, guys. That is BalleBaazi.com, our official partner for this Delhi Premier League. Ball is with Vatica, flicked on in the front post there, and goes safely into the hands of Shibin Raj Gunil. Ball once again now with Arshpreet Singh as the rain continues to pelter it down here at the Ambedkar ground, and that's going to be a free kick this time. That's by number 7. Number 7, Biswajit Halder, has to be careful here. That's a good free kick to earn if you're Francis, the Nigerian striker, number 20. Who's yet to open his scoring in this tournament. Paolo Oliviero from Italy. Va bene, io parlo un po' di italiano, ma non lo parlo tutti I giorni, vero? Io sono di Gibilterra, ma abito alla India 6 anni. I hope that was correct, Paola. My Italian's a bit rusty. Pleasure that you're from Italy. From what part of Italy you're from? Pretty sure that whatever part of Italy you're from, I could pinpoint the football team from that part of Italy. As the free kick comes in now, it's going to be Balla. Deflection goes out for a corner kick for Vatica FC. Stanley Uche from Nigeria. Some pretty decent teams from Nigeria. Gano Pillars, one of them, of course. Ball gets played in. Chance for Vatica on the volley. Rain is continuously hammering it down in Delhi. Look, when it rains They say that when it rains in London, it rains, doesn't it? Well, they haven't seen rain in India, have they? Those people that invented that phrase. When it rains in India, it absolutely pours down. Paolo is from Palermo, Sicily, Sicilia. Palermo recently acquired by the City Football Group, so they were demoted to the Serie D, if I'm not mistaken. They managed to climb their way back up to Serie B. Palermo, of course, the home of players like Paulo Dybala for so many years, and Josip Ilicic, who now plays for Atalanta, and other quality players that have graced that famous pink jersey. I love Palermo. I haven't been to Sicilia, but I love Palermo as a club. They had so many cracking players coming from that part of Italy. They had an amazing youth setup. As a substitute for the Indian Air Force, Vivek comes on for Prabjot Singh. It hasn't been Prabjot Singh's day, has it? So number 9, Vivek, coming on for Prabjot Singh. So Palermo, man, that team was quality until, of course, they went bust, they went bankrupt, as a lot of Italian teams, unfortunately, happens to them. They go bankrupt. Another one was Catania, if I'm not mistaken, also went bankrupt. I had a friend that liked Catania and his team went bust. So, oh, cracking goal! Vivek has only been on the field for literally 2 minutes, and he's opened the scoring with a tremendous flying header into the top corner. Vivek opens the scoring for the Indian Air Force. What a tremendous header. Look at that. Crossed by Akib. Who else? Vivek anticipates a defender. Header into the top corner. Wow, 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 wow. And look at that Kabaddi celebration by Vivek. Cracking strike. Indian Air Force lead by 1-0 against Vatica FC. And it's come out of the blue, so to say. It's come out of absolutely nothing. Well, we have a game on our hands as the rain keeps on peltering it down here at the Ambedkar Stadium in Delhi. The monsoon season is high and nigh, and well, we're here getting wet ourselves. Raul Gupta saying Buffon used to play for Palermo. No, he didn't. He used to play for Parma. Parma, who also had financial difficulties in the last 4 or 5 years, and they're now currently playing in Serie B, if I'm not mistaken. Parma, where the famous Parmigiano cheese is from. That cross comes in for Vatica, cleared away. So Dream One saying, Joel, how many years of experience you have in football industry, and what are your future goals? Well, past 10 years I've been involved in football. I'm 32 now, so since I was 22, been a coach since I was 22, been a commentator since I was 28, so also currently a scout also and a coach, so yeah, plenty of experience down my veins, footballing veins. To be honest, I've been playing football since I was literally 3 or 4 years old. And yes, Cavani also, Edison Cavani. So many good players from Palermo. Dybala, Cavani, Josip Ilicic. They had such a cracking team back in the late 2010s, 17, 18, 19. Such a cracking team they had. And of course, Palermo, the team with the pink jersey, one of the only teams, if not the only team in the world, who has a pink jersey as a home team, as a home jersey. It's romantic, isn't it? Palermo. Paola, pleasure meeting you, my friend. And, well, that's what football does. It connects people from all around the world. Paola from Italy, Stanley from Nigeria, and most of our fellow fans and viewers watching from India, Ajmal from Kerala. So, it's cracking. Football really does unite people in a way that no other sport can technically do, guys. So if you want to keep the chat flowing, do make it interesting, guys. I always love when the chat is active, when the chat is OP pretty much. I really do enjoy myself when you guys comment and you test my knowledge, because at the end of the day, when there are lulls during the game, you really want to be talking to the fans. At the end of the day, look, fans are the most important part of football. No fans, there's no football. There's no revenue from tickets. There's no revenue from the games. You know, fans are what keeps the football ticking. It's the backbone of football. You buy the merchandise, you buy the scarves, the jugs, the mugs, the key rings. Without fans, football is absolutely dead. So it's always my aim to talk to you fans online here during the uh, the games, as Garlot has shown a yellow card there. Andrea Bellotti also, yes, Andrea Bellotti was also a player for Palermo, currently playing for Torino, although I think he's just been released on a free transfer. Andrea Bellotti was a pretty good striker for a couple of years, but I think he's lost his way a little bit. As a chance for Vatica here, if they can get that. It's going to be a free kick this time for the Indian Air Force. Engineered Army wants a shout out. Well, there you go, my friend. Shout out to you, buddy. Keep on supporting and watching us. Javier Pastore, of course. How can you forget the Argentinian number 10 magician Javier Pastore, who at Palermo excelled, was called up to the Argentinian national team, and kind of lost his way when he went to PSG, I believe. Javier Pastore at Palermo, he was absolutely mint. He was. Imagine a team with Pastore, Dybala, Josip Ilicic. They had players like Belotti. It was just a cracking team. It really was. Palermo. I think they made it to the Europa League one time. Not easy in the Serie A when you have teams like Juventus, AC Milan, Internazionale, AS Roma, Lazio, Fiorentina, Udinese, Bologna. So many good teams playing in the Serie A. So for Palermo to reach the Europa League that season was a superb feat, with a team that was usually run on a very strict financial plan. So back to this game, guys. Vatica with possession. That's number 4, Joshi. Another interesting question, Rahul Gupta. What's your stand on the Barcelona financial situation? How are they funding all the money? Very simple. They sold, I think, 10% of their rights to 10% of their TV rights, and they made around 250 million euros from that. So that's the way that they're funding all of their signings right now. Lewandowski and obviously Gessi and Christensen were free transfers. So they sold, I think, 15% of their rights um, to a commercial partner. I'm not sure who it was, but they sold 50% of the rights. They obviously sold the rights to the stadium name to Spotify. It's now called Spotify Camp Nou. So they're receiving money from different areas. That's how they've been able to finance these signings. Rafinha and Lewandowski, Kessie, obviously on a free, Christensen on a free. They do have to release players though, because it's not that they don't have money to sign players. They do. It's just that they are going over their wage budget, which the La Liga doesn't allow, and will punish them if they continue going over their wage budget. So that is something that they have to adjust. That's why they're trying so hard to sell Frankie de Jong. It's not for the money, but it's for the wage budget. That's why they asked Busquets and Piqué and Alba and all these players to reduce their um, their wages to help accommodate these other players on high wages. Chance now for Vatica onside. Francis, if he goes down, that was a penalty. He doesn't. Stays on his feet. He should have gone down. He should have gone down. It would have been a penalty. He should have gone down. It would have been a penalty. Oh my word. Sometimes honesty doesn't get you anywhere, does it? Raul Gupta, they had, Paulo Olivero. Yeah, and back in 2006, they had amazing players like Luca Toni, of course, fantastic Luca Toni. Fabio Grosso, who scored that 2006 goal in the World Cup against Germany. And of course, Andrea Barzagli, centre back, cracking player, Andrea Barzagli, who moved on to Juventus after that. Fabio Grosso, understated player, underrated player. He literally got Italy qualified to the finals of that World Cup in the semis or in the quarters against Germany. It was a cracking goal. That curling effort, Fabio Grosso. Didn't really have a great career in the club format, but in the international format, he was a number one pick of that Italy side in that World Cup, Fabio Grosso. So, 70 minutes in this game, 50-50 possession. The goal by Vivek, who was only on the pitch for around 2 minutes, is a difference in this game. 70 minutes have gone, and the ground is starting to waterlog a little bit here now as the rain continues to pour down. It's oh, it's raining and it's pouring here in India. In India, I've been here for 6 years, like I said. I've realized one thing. When it rains, it just does it. It absolutely hammers down. That is something that I've got used to, especially living here in Kerala, with the monsoons and everything, the south monsoon. It's just it doesn't rain. It absolutely pelts down with water. It's like a bucket being poured over your head all the time. It's absolutely crazy, and that makes the ground conditions now rather treacherous, to be honest, for the players to try and control and to try and have. So yeah, it's so far it's been a pretty tasty game between both of these sides. Vatica again trailing against one of the big teams of the Delhi football scene. Ball is with Vatica again, trying to control the ball in this rainy weather. It's not easy. Sanem Lemtur is saying, bro, do you miss Nagaland? I certainly do. As Francis there. Hey, 1 second. Francis has been booked already. Maybe around in the first half, he was booked already. So he has to be careful here. So Sanem Lemtur saying, bro, do you miss Nagaland? Of course we do miss Nagaland. But guys, for all our Naga friends and followers, we're coming back. We are coming back. As the great P. Diddy will have it, I'm coming home, coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. So there you go, guys. Ball is now with Vatica. Cross will come in. Dream One wants some info and light on the great Roberto Baggio. He had an older brother, didn't he, Dino Baggio, who was not half as good as he was. Of course, the ponytail assassin Roberto Baggio. Cracking player Roberto Baggio was in his prime. Played, of course, for Fiorentina and for Juventus. What a player he was, Roberto Baggio. Wow. He missed that penalty, though, in 94, didn't he? But I think missing that penalty for Roberto Baggio really cemented his place in legacy and in history and in folklore. He was that player. Ooh, free kick. Could have gone either way. Baggio was one of those players that could win you a game all by himself, Roberto Baggio. I mean, that 94 World Cup, he got Italy to the final pretty much single-handedly. But I have to say one thing. I think missing that penalty for Roberto Baggio made him into the legend that he is today. Made him into the folk hero that he is today. If he had scored that penalty, maybe it wouldn't have been the same. But missing that penalty really cemented his position as a cult hero, wasn't he? With the ponytail and that goatee and all that. Roberto Baggio, what a player he was in his prime. Absolute delight to watch. So, water break? I don't know why they need a water break, guys. Just look into the heavens, open your mouth, and just Just take it all in, guys. Take it all in. All the nice, clean water from the Delhi pollution. Raul Gupta. Oh man, talking about the past, innit? Baggio, Ronaldo, the original Ronaldo, the fat Ronaldo, Del Piero, Alessandro Del Piero, of course, who came to play in India. I think it was for Delhi, if I'm not mistaken. Van Basten, Rivaldo, Giovanni, Bebeto, uh, Taffarel in goal for Brazil, Roberto Carlos, of course, Cafu. So many players, so many amazing talents that the world has actually seen. So number 10 coming on for the Indian Air Force, Mandeep. Yeah, water break, innit, Ajmal? Water break when it's pelting down with rain. it couldn't have said it better myself, to be honest. As that ball gets cleared away. Vatica with a shot, and that goes all the way to Connaught Place. Raul Gupta, my favorite football player. Well, before I answer that, Mandeep coming on for Saurav. Confirmation of that. So my favorite football player, I have two. Carles Puyol and Steven Gerrard. Obviously Gerrard because I'm a Liverpool fan and he was our captain, fantastic for so many years, loyal to the core. Didn't go to any rival club when he could have had the chance to go to Chelsea. You know, he epitomizes what Liverpool is all about. And of course, Carles Puyol was, they called him the Tiburon in Spanish back home, El Tiburon, the shark, because that guy, man, the passion he played with, the he was not technically gifted. I mean, he was pretty bad with the ball at his feet. He couldn't play with the ball. You know, Puyol is one of those old style defenders. He was not. He's not a Van Dijk. He's not a Piqué. He's not a Ramos. He's not a Alaba. He's not a Rudiger. He's not like that. He's an old style defender. You know, either he'll he'll bite your throat, but he won't let you go through. That's Carles Puyol for you. So, for me, he was one of my inspirations growing up, especially for me because I used to play as a centre back when I was younger. So he was one of the players that I looked up to. Carles Puyol, of course, the ever greatest sports sportsman. You know, very sporting person, Carles Puyol. Dream One is saying his grandfather talk about Garrincha. Oh, Garrincha was a. I wasn't alive back in those days, but Garrincha, I've heard about him, and he was one of those players, wasn't he? Same era, I guess. Garrincha, Socrates, Zico, that player, that team. Wow, what a Brazil team. So, minute 78, guys. Indian Air Force One, Vatica nil. We're having this conversation online with you guys on our YouTube chat. It's absolutely amazing to talk to likewise football fans. Of course, to join us for the 4:30 game, 4:15 game, sorry, between Delhi FC and Uttarakhand. That's going to be another interesting game. Garincha was a magician on the field, but he lost his way out of the field, didn't he? That was the problem with Garincha. Socrates and the others were different, but Garincha on the field of play was amazing. But then off the field of play, he lost his he lost his way, didn't he? A little bit, Garincha. So that was a problem with many of these South American players. They lose their way. You can ask, you can talk about Maradona also. Maradona on the field was a beast, but off the field, well, you know, questions have to be asked. If you watch the Maradona not documentary, but series on Amazon Prime, I recommend you watch it. Um, you can see the lifestyle he led. It was not the lifestyle I would recommend to any young, aspiring professional football player. But what Maradona had, which was what no one had until Messi came along, was the ability to have magic on his feet. That ability, only two players I have seen have had that ability on their feet, and that was Maradona and Messi, and they were both left-footed. They were both very similar in so many ways on the field, but so different off the field, weren't they? I mean, may he rest in peace, Diego Armando Maradona. But well, it's one of those moments, wasn't it? Dream One saying one player that lost his way was Adriano. Well, I certainly agree with you that. But he lost his way not because he wanted to lose his way, but because when his father passed away, he just lost the plot, didn't he? So Adriano was one of those players that on Pro Evolution Soccer when I was a kid, he was one of the players that you wanted to play with because he had shooting power 99, pace 90, strength 99. He was just an animal, absolute an animal. Or Rey, the king, as they call him. Adriano. Ball now with Vatica. Played in, flicked on. Jay Carter is actually our producer. Which duo is better, Kroos and Modric, or Iniesta and Xavi? Ah, come on, you can't compare both of them. Iniesta and Xavi by any means are the elite of the elite of the elite. They are the top center midfield duo. There's no other duo that can compare to that Barcelona squad. It, I mean, let's not forget it was not just the Barcelona squad, but it was also the Spain squad that won the World Cup 2010. It was Iniesta, Xavi, and Busquets. I mean, there's no other better trio. Busquets does the dirty work and allowed Xavi and Iniesta to do what they were doing, which was creating magic. You know, Kroos and Modric, don't get me wrong, cracking players in their own rights, but you can't compare Kroos and Modric midfield to Xavi and Iniesta. It's not possible to compare one and the other. Xavi and Iniesta, in their peak, Barcelona in that 2009 2010 team that won the Sextete with Guardiola as a coach, you can't compare that team. That was the best team ever. Ever. There's no other description for that team. It's just the best team ever to grace football, in my view. So, 8 minutes left of this game, guys. Vatica nil, Indian Air Force 1. A very interesting question there by Rahul Gupta. Yes, it was dangerous, and I'm going to tell you why. 1994, Colombia played in the World Cup in the USA. One of the players, Raúl Escobar, I think his name was, no relation to Pablo Escobar, of course, scored an own goal which eliminated Colombia from the World Cup in '94. And a week after he arrived in Colombia, after the World Cup elimination for Colombia happened, he, well, he was brutally murdered. And it all came down because of that own goal. So you're asking me if it was dangerous? Yes, it was, my friend. Definitely dangerous. You see, because football, and we're reverting back to football in general, has this nuance of creating this sort of passion between players, rival fans and players and so forth, and between the fans. It creates this animosity, this passion, this rivalry, and sometimes it doesn't end well. Unfortunately for those, it was Rafael Escobar. Sorry, Andres Escobar. You're right. I didn't know if that's what you were trying to get at, my friend, but I remember that story well. 7 minutes left. Vatica nil. Indian Air Force still leading by 1 goal to nil against Vatica. This match continues to motor along. So we have more than 300 people on our chat. Vatica 4 shots, 1 on target, 9 by the Forces, 3 on target. So it hasn't been a game where there's been a lot of shots on target by either of these two sides. But still, nonetheless, it's been a pretty good game here by the Forces. Once again, not playing well, but still managing to find a solution to win a game. And that is what makes a champion side. Of course, the physiotherapist coming on now by AOSM. They are the official physiotherapy partners for this Delhi Premier League. So yeah, Indian Air Force not playing particularly well again, but winning this match, and that is something that you have to praise. And of course, BalleBaazi, the official partner for Sportscast in this Delhi Premier League, win 10,000 rupees daily when you use the code SC100. You get a 100 rupee sign up bonus. Guys, do play and gamble responsibly. Ball is now back again with Vatica. Rahul Gupta, that last question is a question I want to avoid answering. I have very, very, how should I say, strong opinions on how things are happening, but I will keep those opinions to myself and to myself alone. Nice try, though, trying to get it away from me. It's not going to happen, my friend, though. That's number 14. Zico's had a pretty good game for the Forces today, controlling that midfield. 5 minutes left of the game. That's number 3, Gijo Jerome, being solid. It's Danish trying to get the ball there. Danish does get the ball. Danish shoots, and it goes well wide in the end. Chelsea boy saying, "May I know your nationality, Joe? I'm from Gibraltar, tiny piece of land belonging to the the British, to Great Britain. The Straits of Gibraltar, the Rock of Gibraltar. That's where I'm from, guys. It's next to Spain, border with Spain, just around 10 kilometers away from Africa, from Morocco." Ball is now with Vatica in the box, twisting and turning, trying to find a way to level this game. Goes wide in the end. 4 minutes left. They could be 4 deadly minutes for Indian Air Force here. They are holding on to this 1-0 lead, courtesy of a goal by Vivek. Rahul Gupta, I don't use Twitter that much, but you do have my Instagram handle on JRW_90. And Chelsea boy, if you can get that if you could get that podcast and that part where he was talking about me, I'd be more than happy to listen to it also. So you can also follow me on Instagram. I don't use my Twitter that much, to be honest. So my Instagram is JRW_90. So Chelsea boy, if you can get me that clipping of that podcast, be more than happy to listen to it myself. Only have love for Kanji Bajaj. SV always with the negative comments, isn't he? Doesn't know where the streams are moved, let alone AIFF matter. What do you know about what I know, my friend? I maybe don't want to say the reasons why the streams are moved. I maybe don't want to talk about the AIFF matter because I don't want to land myself into hot water. Haven't you thought about that, my friend? Keep on with the comments, guys, as that ball played in by Bala Al Hassan, safe into the hands of Shibin Raj Kunil. So if you can actually send me that, Chelsea boy, on Instagram, I would appreciate that tremendously. JRW_90. I would really like to listen to that podcast. It's not much of a hassle for you guys. Ball is now with Vatica with just 2 minutes left on the clock. And time is slowly running out here for Vatica. As that ball gets played in. So a shot coming on for Mani. Number 18 coming on for number 13. And Soma coming on for Zico. So just a minute left on the clock. Now ball is again with Vatica. That's Francis now. Ball gets played in. Chance for Vatica on the back post. If they can find a way, say by Shibin Raj Kunayil. Another chance. Well, 5 minutes of added on time. Eight corners now for Vatica. Shot coming in. Golazo! Goal! Vatica have leveled the game with just 4 minutes left. Look at this beauty! Into the top corner. What a hit, son! Oh my word! Vatica have left it late, but what an absolute stunning strike! Oh my word! Golazo coming in for Vatica. They've leveled the game. Oh my word! Oh Jesus! What a strike! This Delhi Premier League doesn't fail to surprise us. We've seen overhead kicks, we've seen goals from 60 yards, and now Prabjot Singh! Goal! Vivek! Oh, you gotta love football. Oh, oh, the Delhi Premier League is on fire, guys. 2 goals in the space of a minute. What on earth is happening here? Vatica looked like they were leveling this game and taking a point in the bag. Indian Air Force again. Again, how on earth do they keep on doing this? How on earth do they keep on winning games like this? Oh my word, Vivek. Oh, oh, you beauty. Oh my word. 2 goals in the space of a minute. And this game has gone from being a pretty standard run-of-the-mill game in this Delhi Premier League to all of a sudden the last 2 minutes of the match coming to life. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This Delhi Premier League sure has some shockers in store for us this campaign. This is match number 11. This is football. This is the beauty of football, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I wouldn't rule Vatica out scoring another goal here. Why not? What the hell? Why not, guys? Oh my word, Indian Air Force. They looked like they were going to draw this game, and out of the blue, Vivek scores a brace. What on earth is happening here? What a game. What a last 5 minutes of this match we have just witnessed. Still a minute and a half left. And this game is rocking. This game is on fire, guys. What a game. As, well, the physio comes on, of course. What a game, what a game, what a game, what a game, what a game. What a game we've just been watching here. The last 3 or 4 minutes. Football is alive in Delhi. Whoever questioned the quality of the Delhi Premier League, just show them those 2 goals. Show them the goals scored by Uttarakhand in the first game. Show them those goals, and they will never question the quality of Delhi football ever again. Vatica now have a last chance saloon to level this game. My oh my. My oh my. Free kick here for Vatica now. Yellow card for one of the players. I think that was Someone under. Boy, my voice is about to go after those 2 cracking goals. Chance for Vatica again. Chance for Vatica! Oh, it's the post! Oh my God! Why can't this game start now for the next 20 minutes? Why can't this game start now? Oh my word, that hit the post. Vatica had the chance to level that game with just literally seconds going on. Oh my word. What an opportunity that was. Still the referee looking at his watch. Vatica coming forward. It's going to be a free kick for Vatica. Free kick for Vatica in a dangerous position. Now listen, if this goes in, the roof is going to come off of this stadium. It doesn't have a roof, but it's just a figure of speech, guys, before any of you start hammering me down in on the comment section. Bala Al-Hassan, Chinu, and Galot have put the ball down on the field of play. It looks like it's going to be Bala Al-Hassan, the captain, to take responsibility. Now listen, if this goes in, I don't know what to say anymore if this goes in. Bala Al-Hassan with the free kick. Bala with the free kick. Palmed away by the keeper. And that is that. What a crazy last 6 minutes of the game. Vatica thought they had earned themselves a hard-earned draw, but Indian Air Force and Vivek in particular had other opinions and other thoughts. It's not going to let that happen, was he, Vivek? Managed to pull the goal, managed to get the second goal for Indian Air Force just 30 seconds after Galot had leveled the game. What a game we have seen. Folks, it's been a pleasure being here with you guys. Vatica 1, Indian Air Force 2. Before we do go, we're going to see some stats on the screen now. Stats to basically reinforce what we've been showing you guys all around, the shots and target, yellow cards and possession bases and all that. So guys, we're going to see some stats now. Do stay tuned. You're going to see the replays after the starts, the highlights after the stats. And of course, the 4:15 game, the action doesn't end here. 4:15 we have Delhi FC against Uttarakhand. So you're more than welcome to join me there for that game also. Stats are coming in now. They see Vatica 53% possession, 47 for Indian Air Force. 9 shots for Vatica, 4 on target. 11 shots, 4 on target for the Air Force side. 11 corners in total, 8 for Vatica, 3 for Indian Air Force. 25 fouls, 16 for the Forces side, 9 for Vatica. 3 yellow cards, 2 for Vatica, 1 for the Forces, no reds, and 4 offsides and 1 for Vatica. Guys, it's been a pleasure. I will catch you guys in a while though, 4:15. I'm just going to have some chai now. Got to soothe my voice down a little bit more. 4:15, I'll be with you for the game between Delhi FC and Uttarakhand. Do join us for that one. Till then, stay safe, take care, and God bless.